How do you upgrade an after school program owned by a teenager in The Sims 4? Well, sit back and let me show you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for a Sims 4 speed build. This is a small business venue. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. So I am building a separate small business for Vandy. Vandy is one of the stars of our Single Father series. She is the daughter. Her father, Sebastian, has been raising her on his own since her mother and his wife, Mai, passed away. But they are in a new stage of life. So I am starting this building out with a traditional, I always call it a Sims 1 square building. However, I did build a little room in the corner that's going to be our bathroom. And you can see that I'm doing this open rooftop concept because I noticed in North Haven that some of the buildings have these dome-shaped roofs where others have the kind that if you wanted to, you could walk on, or you could just leave it flat with like a really low half wall. So not quite a half wall, but you know what I mean in building terms for Sims 4. So anyway, I am going to utilize the roof because we are expanding. So as I go through this walkthrough, I'm going to talk about what I'm doing in the build, but I am also going to talk about the series. So Vandy has been operating the after school program, Vandy and Friends, and it's been such a success that her father stopped his business and sold it and is an employee for her. And she's been doing this since she was about 10 years old. And also her father's new partner, Britta, who is pregnant, is also was her first employee. So I'm trying to find a floor color and I'm really stuck because I am building in the industrial area of North Haven. So I am using some dark colors. Even this wallpaper has the dark black at the bottom, but I am using some bright colors inside, and I'm actually going to go and make a wall pattern shortly. But right now I know that I'm going to have two teaching areas. One area is going to be for Sebastian because he is going to be doing guitar mentoring. Now he is really good at piano, guitar, and singing, but he's just going to do guitar mentoring now and classes. And then when we go upstairs, I'm going to build a space for a pottery class. So now I have expanded Vandy's business to include teens because it was only kids and she made a lot of friends that way as well. But now we're going to have more than children. We're going to have teenagers. So we need areas for both of those. Now in the bathroom, the stall was way too big, taking up too much space. So I realized I could get two toilets and a shower in here, and they have their own two towel rooms. Also, forgive any stumbling I do. Let me give my disclaimer. I do not edit my voiceovers when I do casts and speed builds. So please forgive my stumbling and my slow Southern United States drawl. Now, you can see that I am doing the solid paper, but then I'm coming across and maybe every three tiles, I'm putting a different one of this same wallpaper in different swatches. And I really want this building to pop. It is for an after school program. We operate the business Monday through Thursdays after school and on Saturdays sometimes. So I'm going to put this table. I actually put a filter on right now for little campers. Also in this build, sometimes I do a few packs, but no, I'm using all the packs that I own. I don't own all of them, but this corner is going to be for the children, and the little camper set is going to be perfect for this corner. However, I do know I want a dollhouse in here, and for that, I'm going to go to the base game because there's a modern looking dollhouse that I think would be perfect in like this industrial area, even though the inside is feeling more cozy and warm. Also, I need to remember to put a thermostat in here before I upload. But yeah, I'm gonna use the black swatch of this dollhouse. Also, I'm gonna use counters so I can put two sinks in. The door to get in the bathroom is gonna be in between these two counters. Now, I also want to use the get to work filter because I know that later I want to put the wall paper towels, and then they have like the wall hand soap, and I want to use that. They got some really good stuff and get to work that meshes really well with the businesses and hobbies pack. You will also notice probably that up front I put two kiosks, and that is so people don't have to wait in line to get in. I've started to notice that as I get more customers, we sometimes have customers leave because they don't want to wait in line to check in. Now up front, I am building an office and I'm going to mark it for employees only, but I'm also going to put the kitchen in there. I really want to use a grill too because we sell food in the after school program as well. But if I use the grill, it's got to go outside and the customers will use it and they will cook food instead of buying it. So that's another thing I've learned. I'm going to have to put a candy maker in because Vandy usually makes candy as well. Now you can see that I'm putting microphones here. So we will do singing and guitar lessons here. I just said guitar because the piano was too big, but I'm realizing that the microphones don't take up much space. You can see that I've got a lot of color as well. Now I'm decorating the office. I'm putting in a desk and I'm going to use a regular size refrigerator. And the more I try to find color swatches, I'm just gonna go with the white kitchen. Now Vandy is ready to expand her business. We are striving for that third star of her business, and I think that we will get it in the next episode because she is past the halfway point. Now I'm really hoping that this desk does not, like the chair, doesn't block us from getting into the kitchen. I won't know until I play test it, which will be while I'm actually recording. So if it doesn't and I've uploaded it, I'm sorry, just make a smaller desk. It'll be fine. Now I'm going to put some tables on this side too for the teens. You know, anybody's going to sit anywhere. Now on the kids side, one of the tables is a dining table from the little camper set, but the other table is actually a gaming table. Like you could do a game table, like Don't Wake the Llama and that kind of thing. Now upstairs, I am going to do the pottery because this will be my first sim playing it, but Vandy is really interested in pottery, and Britta, who is her father's partner, and she is pregnant with her sibling. She is actually really good at pottery. She's been mentoring Vandy. I was going to say off camera, but it's not true because I'm going to post a mini episode that I was recording to speed time. So if you've been around, you'll know that I don't skip time to do time jumps. I actually play. So I'm going to post that on Patreon, and that one is going to be posted for all my paid members. Now, I also have videos under my free membership, so check out my Patreon. But anyway, I think that I'm about done. I'm gonna add a bookshelf because that's something I've not had, and the point is to expand. And I think I'm gonna put some yoga mats down so the teens can work out. We just want to encourage movement, but since it's on the roof, I need something that won't tear up. I'm not even confident that the kilns won't tear up for the pottery, but I just hope that they don't. I could try to put a awning type thing over them later. If it does, I'll just kind of see how it goes. It's probably not going to be ideal regardless because it's going to be cold in North Haven and that means snow. Now, the last thing I got to put in is display shelves because not only do we sell food, Sebastian sells alcoholic drinks. Oh, I got to put a bar. I'm going to put a bar somewhere in this build. You won't see it here, but it will be there when I upload because the parents love to drink. And we're going to sell pottery in here too now. So let's get ready for our walkthrough. You can see me going around the building. I always like to show all angles. This is a rarity for me because this building has one entrance and one exit. And because of how I grew up, that is like a trigger for me. So I do not like going in buildings with one entrance and one exit. But since this is Vandy's after school program, we're going to trust it. And we got a double wide door and glass windows. So Vandy is standing here overseeing the construction. So as we come in, you can see that we've got the little display shelves right here as well as the kiosk on both sides. We've got an archway that you enter into. Now you're going to come in and you can immediately see chairs because we do homework here. So you can sit here, you can eat at the table, or you can do your homework. And we've got bubbles on the kids area table here, and our doll house, our toy chest. We've got a little stuffed Bigfoot so that you can practice your communication. And we've got the car that is really a creative station. And then you can walk over, you'll see our bookshelf. We've got fire hydrants in the building. Fire hydrants, oh my gosh, fire extinguishers in the building. So no worries. Hopefully, we've got our kitchen here. And I'm going to put me some Granny's cookbooks and things in here after I upload so that it won't trigger the modded thing. Now you can see our area for our musical talent, or to try to get some at least. I had to move that pipe over, by the way. Now this is just to show you the view from this way. I like to do that. Now let's come on in, and we're going to walk over and look in our bathroom because we've got two stalls and we've got a shower, so hopefully that's enough for our Sims. At our old establishment, we only had one toilet, so you can see you got three doors here, and that's for any gender. And you've got our paper towels. That's what I was talking about from Get to Work, and our soap dispensers. And you can see two towel toilet. And then if you go in the center, you can see our shower. That's the one from Snowy Escape. And we got towels there too. And our other toilet and toilet paper. And then we're going to back out this bathroom. This second door is the stairwell. Now, the reason I put it in a room is because if you have a stairwell that leads up to the roof, it will knock all your lights out in the building. So this will keep my lights working in the building. I showed a different solution for it as well by building a small building on the roof in my Pro Tips Thursday. But if you come up, I'm not really worried about this because when we get to the other side, I'm going to show you a view of the whole pottery area. We've got lights on the ground, so hopefully we can see good at night when it gets dark early in North Haven in the winters and for recording. Also, you can see our two yoga mats. I didn't want it to be like a class thing because that's not what we do here. But again, we want to promote healthiness and movement. So that is our walkthrough as I pan North Haven and our surrounding area. I really hope that you enjoyed this build. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.